I never told my childhood best friend I knew he left town because of me because when he finally called years later and said I just needed to start over, I let him believe it was about him, not the way I had let jealousy poison what should have been the purest thing we ever had. I never told my childhood best friend that I knew he left town because of me. He never said it out loud. But I knew. And I let him go on thinking it was all his decision. That it had nothing to do with what I did. That it was just life pulling us apart. This is the truth I've never said, not to him, not to anyone else. We grew up in a small neighborhood just outside Kansas City. The kind of place where everyone knew everyone, and the summers felt endless. His name was Tyler. We met in second grade when I got picked last for kickball and he gave up his spot to play defense with me. We stuck after that. Tyler wasn't just my best friend. He was my person. We were inseparable. We built forts, snuck out, played video games until 3 a.m., had sleepovers where we talked about everything, parents, school, stupid dreams, all of it. He saw me cry the first time my dad forgot my birthday. I saw him throw a chair once when his mom left again. That kind of friendship. He was the closest thing to a brother I ever had. Things didn't start to change until high school. We still hung out every day, still texted all the time, still joked about going to the same college and getting a crappy apartment together. But when junior year started, Tyler met a girl. Mia. And just like that, things shifted. At first, I played it cool. She seemed nice enough. Wore oversized sweaters, always had paint under her fingernails, the kind of girl who brought extra snacks to class and shared them without asking. I remember thinking, he could do worse. But then she started coming everywhere with us. Movie nights? She was there. Pool days? She was there. The abandoned mini-golf place we used to sneak into after dark. She came. And slowly, I stopped being invited. It hit me hard in ways I didn't want to admit. I started making comments. Little jabs. Stuff I told myself was just teasing. Like, did she let you off the leash tonight? Or wow, your girlfriend lets you play video games with the boys again? Tyler laughed it off most of the time, but I saw his face change. I saw the way Mia looked at me when I said that stuff. Not angry. Just sad. Like she pitied me. And that made me hate her. One night, we were at a party at Rachel's house. Mia cornered me in the hallway. No drama. Just pulled me aside, real calm. I know you don't like me, she said. And that's fine. But you should know, he's trying so hard to keep you both. And you're making him choose. I stared at her like she'd slapped me. I'm not doing anything, I said. She just smiled. Exactly. After that night, I went radio silent on both of them. Didn't answer texts. Didn't show up to the usual spots. Tyler tried to reach out, called a few times, even came by my house once. I ignored him. Then one day, I heard from someone at school, he was gone. Moved with his mom to Asheville. No goodbye. No explanation. Just gone. I told people I didn't know why. I told myself I didn't care. But deep down, I knew. I knew it was because of me. And I hated myself for it. After Tyler left, I spent months pretending like it didn't matter. I told people he just needed a change. Said stuff like, he always talked about wanting to leave this place, or it was bound to happen. But every time someone mentioned his name, it felt like someone pressing a bruise I was trying to forget about. I filled the space he left with other friends. Parties. A girl or two that never lasted. But it was all noise. None of it stuck. Senior year came and went. Then college. I stayed local. Never strayed far. Everyone else seemed to grow up, move on. But I stayed in that same town, around the same people, doing the same things. And I never talked about Tyler. But then, a few years after high school, something strange happened. I saw Mia again. She was working at a little bookstore downtown. I was just walking by and there she was, putting a box of used novels on a display table. She saw me before I could duck away. We made awkward small talk. Asked the usual, "How've you been? Still around here? Whatever happened to so-and-so?" Then she said something that stopped me cold. "You know he didn't leave because of me, right?" I froze. "What?" I said. She looked me right in the eye. "He didn't leave because of me. He left because of what you said to him after that party." I wanted to deny it. Say, I never said anything. But she kept going. "He told me what you said that night. How you made him feel like he wasn't allowed to be happy unless it was with you. Like if he moved forward, he'd lose you." I remember feeling this wave of heat rush over me. Like being exposed in front of a crowd. "I didn't mean it like that," I said. I don't know. I was hurt." Mia nodded. "Yeah. So was he." I walked out of that store without buying anything. I didn't sleep that night. For the first time in years, I let myself think about what I'd actually done. How I made someone I loved feel small. Trapped. Like he had to choose between moving forward and keeping me. And he chose to leave. A few weeks after seeing Mia, I did something I hadn't done in years. I looked Tyler up online. I don't know why it took me so long. Maybe I was afraid of what I'd see, of how far he'd gotten without me. But I typed his name into Facebook, expecting nothing. And there he was. New profile picture. Short beard now. Standing next to a pickup truck with some kind of company logo on the side. Wright Landscaping, Asheville, North Carolina. He looked older. Different. But still him. I stared at that picture for a long time. Then I scrolled. And there she was again, Mia. In one of the tagged photos. Standing next to him at what looked like a backyard cookout. Holding a beer, laughing, like nothing had ever broken between them. I couldn't stop myself. I clicked her profile too. Looked through old posts. That's when I saw something that hit like a gut punch. 2 years ago, she'd posted a photo of Tyler at a lake, holding a fishing rod, barefoot on the dock. The caption said, "The ones who leave don't always run away. Sometimes they leave to survive." I stared at that line for so long I memorized it. Then I did something worse. I messaged her. Just 4 words, "Are you two together?" She replied an hour later, "We were. Not anymore." That should have been it. But I couldn't leave it there. I asked if he ever talked about me. If he ever said why he really left. She answered, "He said being around you made him feel like who he used to be wasn't good enough anymore." That was when I realized it wasn't just that I pushed him away. It was that I made him ashamed of who he was when he was with me. He called me last winter, out of nowhere. Said he'd been thinking about the old days. Said, I just needed to start over back then. I almost told him the truth, almost said, "I know you didn't leave for yourself." But I didn't. I let him believe it. Because now, after everything, maybe he deserves to keep that version. And maybe I deserve to live with mine. I just hope he never figures out that I was the thing he had to start over from.